From the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the San Francisco Giants. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And today's starter, Kenny Rogers.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ready to go now, and here's the rookie center fielder, Rajai Davis. Here comes the pitch. That misses the zone, and away we go this afternoon. The lefty, the 1-0. Now 1-1.
Well, interesting strategy there. He must have seen something after that first pitch. Didn't attempt to bunt, but here on the second one, he does.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Kicks and fires. Got him. Breaking ball clips the outside edge.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
And now the rookie second baseman, number 22. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in the dirt. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-2.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
The next offering misses. 2-2. One down, base is empty. Smoked on the ground a second. Sends it to first. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. So digging in, number 12. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Two outs. Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. And here it comes. And a count 1-2. Kicks and deals. Ripped into right center. And that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, number 26. On the ground. And that one handled on the run, sends it over to first, and that is that. Guardians leave one, and now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here in Detroit, and on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Carrasco. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The 1-0. And a bunt back at the pitcher. Gets it to first. Got him trying to bunt for a hit. Here's the Giants lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers. So we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing. Otherwise, you'll be really frustrated after this one.
And the righty deals. This ball's chopped on the ground. In plenty of time to first, and that is out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, Casey.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Sean Casey. There's a strike. The 0-1. Way high. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Ramirez makes a nice running catch. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Welcome back. New inning getting started. Stepping up for the Guardians, Carlos Santana. Rogers back to work. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the guy on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make guys earn it.
And now the lefty. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's to third, and it's off the bag. In there safely.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Back up the, oh, that got him. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
So up next, number 6. And that's down and away. And it's even up. At the belt and fires.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Santana at second. Ramirez at first with no outs. That's a little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Number 8 in the on-deck circle. Three 1 is on the way. And he walked him.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So in now for Cleveland, number 8. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bases juiced, no outs. Off the mark there. 2 balls, no strikes.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Left-hand hitter waits. And he pumps in a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Grounded to third. Could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. They complete the double play, but the run scores. It's 1-0.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Roberto Perez digs in for the Guardians. And Cleveland on top 1-0. And a foul ball. Runner at third, 2 away. The 0-2. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. The pitch. And delivers outside. Rajay Davis waits on deck. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Goes down looking. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Guardians 1 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back. Now here is Matt Ordonez.
The right field, Matt Ordonez.
The pitch. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Carrasco, the former Rookie of the Year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, a sinker, and he works in a slider. Good eye right there. Here's a 1-2. That's down and in. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Next to hit, Carlos Guillen. And there's a ball. Nobody out, runner at first. That one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals, and that's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Now 1 away.
Batting fifth.
And up next for the Giants, Ivan Rodriguez. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. And a pitch. And now the count is even. Just missed. And a pitch.
Ball that time.
Bounce to the left side. And foul ball. Three-2 now. Now a screamer into the outfield. Dives and makes the catch.
Batting seventh. The left fielder, Monroe.
This dive wasn't the result of a bad route, Singy. The only reason he made the plays because his route was so good.
No doubt, Boog. StatCast tells the same story. I mean, he got to his spot as quickly as you can possibly get there, and he had to in order to have a chance at that diving play. Just special.
Craig Monroe, the next Giant to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ordonez off of first with 2 away. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-0. And he takes a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2-1 now. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field, and that will end the inning. One hit, one left. We played 2 full. It's the Guardians 1 and the Giants nothing. On to the 3rd inning, and stepping in is the speedy Rajai Davis.
Rajai Davis.
The pitch. Ball 1 there. And the 1-0. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. And he deals. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Ordonez puts the squeeze on that one, and there's one down.
Now back, number 22.
And up next for Cleveland, number 22. 0 for 1 so far. Just missed. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Man at first with 1 gone. Number 12 now at the plate. That misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Rogers checks over to first, and he's back. Working down to the zone to start the at bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll.
Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 26.
Number 26 digs in for the Guardians. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Now moves to first, and he's back in there. And first offering is fouled off. That one missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. Lays out. He's got it. Fires to first. On the money. Nice play.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the rookie DH, number 33.
Designated hitter, number 33.
The right-hander back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And the right-hander deals.
That's outside.
That's through there for a strike.
2-1.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting number, the third baseman, number 15.
Number 15 digs in now. And that one is inside.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
The 1-0. And downstairs. There's the strike. And that's outside. There's a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And that one is lifted in the air. Number 8 going back on this one. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 28.
So the batting order turns over. And now number 28. He's 0 for 1. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond. And this guy is at the top of the list. 0-1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
The 1-1.
That's in. Ball 2.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
2 down, nobody on. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. 3-2 now. And there's ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's the second baseman, Polanco. Grounded out his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. Good eye right there.
2-0.
Next pitch misses inside, and it's 3-0. Sean Casey on deck for San Francisco. Righty to the plate, and a 4-pitch walk.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
So 2 on with 2 away. And up next for San Francisco, Sean Casey. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike.
0-1.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first. Play made. That ends the inning. Giants leave a couple. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back at Comerica Park. On to the 4th. And now the DH, Carlos Santana.
Santana.
Rogers back to work. Strike 1.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next one misses, and that's ball 2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Strike 2. The 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And a pitch. Off the outside edge with that one, and now it's filled up.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now, Jose Ramirez reached on an infield single his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. The pitch. That one lifted to left. Monroe moving back for this one. Puts the squeeze on it. 1 down.
Now back, number 6.
Number 6 digs in for the Guardians. He reached on a walk his first time. On the ground to second, might be 2. Flips for 1, and their second double play of the day will end the 4th. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Guardians 1 and the Giants nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Matt Ordonez.
Matt Ordonez.
And here it comes. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
The 1-1. And there's a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
This one popped up. Number 22 under it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop,
Carlos Guillen, the next to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Just off the outside edge. This to third. Fires across the diamond. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next is the catcher, Ivan Rodriguez.
And here's the catcher, Ivan Rodriguez. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Whips it to first. And the inning is over. Offense held in check there. We played 4. It's the Guardians 1 and the Giants nothing. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. And now here is number 8.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
On the ground to the left. 1 up, 1 down.
The catcher, number 55,
Roberto Perez digs in for the Guardians. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
In there for strike 1. And a good eye there. And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Here's the center fielder, Rajay Davis. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Perez over at first with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Here comes a pitch. Just missed. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. The throw, tag, and he's out.
You know, I always felt as a base runner, base stealer that, you know, if you can get in that first, second, maybe third pitch, get your jump and steal second base, you had a much better chance of being successful. As it gets deeper into that at bat and those pitches rack up, you almost get a little more flat-footed, and you got to be sharp to get that jump and to beat a good throw down to second base. Just wasn't able to do it right there.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And digging in for San Francisco, Craig Monroe.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And a pitch just off the inside edge.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in. And he spits on that one.
And now 2-0. Righty delivers. A little bit low.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Number 33, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's inside. Pitch misses outside. And now 3 balls and a strike. Number 15 up next. Kicks and deals. And there's the strike. And that's ball 4.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
Here's the third baseman, number 15. In there, and it's 0-1.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
And that one is lifted in the air. Davis on the move to the infield. Got it. Nice grab. And there's 1 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
And now the center fielder, number 28. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And the 0-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Next offering upstairs.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Takes it himself for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. 5 innings complete. It's the Guardians 1 and the Giants nothing. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the number 2 hitter, number 22.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Out to short. He's in there.
Definitely a tough play, but he seems to have had a little trouble getting rid of it, and that made all the difference. And with the speed running up the line, you got to be perfect, and right there, he just couldn't get it there in time.
Number 12 digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 2. Out towards left center. Monroe moving under this one. He's there. He's got it. 1 away.
Now batting, number 26.
And here's the first baseman, number 26. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The pitch. Now 1-1. One-run game, one out, one on. That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Kicks and fires. Got him looking. Buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Santana in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Next pitch is outside, and that is ball 1. And that's outside. Line drive, Polanco. Throws to first, and that's the 3rd out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Guardians 1 and the Giants 0. Welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Polanco. Carrasco back to work. On the ground to short. Slings it across. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
The first baseman, number 21. Casey.
Sean Casey, the next Giant to hit. Next pitch is popped up. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mac Ordonez. Ordonez measures 6 feet even, 32 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And the righty deals. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
And now 2 and 2. Next one just misses. Ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Detroit, top of inning number 7. Now here is Jose Ramirez. The pitch. Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
Some guys are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Check swing, but he went too far. And the count is 0-2. And a curve is down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive. Hauls it in for the out. So digging in, number 6. First offering, and it just misses. And that's down and away. Good hitters count the 2-0. Rip towards third. And that quickly 2 away.
The batter, number 8.
So 2 down now, and here is number 8. First offering misses the mark. Action in the pen down there. Number 41 preparing to come on if needed. Number 31, the right-hander, also getting loose. Slapped foul. And a 1-1. And that'll do it. Guardians go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0.
For the traditional 7th inning stretch.
And welcome back. Set for the last half of the 7th, and digging in for San Francisco, Carlos Guillen. And the pitch. That one is absolutely belted. That ball's carrying. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Woo. He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Ivan Rodriguez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Bullpen activity starting up now. Number 61 up and throwing for Terry Francona. Miller, the power lefty, up as well. The next pitch misses. 2-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. The count 2-1. Slider clips the zone. And now it's filled up.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And he deals. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. In the air, right field, number 8 under it, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Next to hit, Craig Monroe. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The tying run at the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And the right-hander deals outside. Next pitch is outside.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
The pitch. That's in there. And it's 3-2.
3-2.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No, he held back. That's ball 4.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So let's see how much longer they let him go.
And next is the designated hitter, number 33. And that's in there for strike 1.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
The 0-1.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. That one off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that one in the air center field. And that ends the inning. So the Giants leave 1. And it remains 1-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 31.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Well, 1-run game. Stepping up for the Guardians, Roberto Perez. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Going 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Got him. And that's the first out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now it's going to be Rajai Davis. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Right-handed reliever. And now it's even up. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Number 41 up and loosening in the pen. Right side, hard hit. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, number 22.
2 outs, base is empty. Number 22 getting ready to hit. And it goes just foul.
Tried to shoot it the other way and almost kept it fair. Not quite, though.
Next offering upstairs. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The wide to kick the pitch. And it skips in the dirt. Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Popped up. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Guardians fail to score. They lead it 1-0. Ready for the bottom of the 8th at the plate. Number 15. The right-hander back to work. And that one a little bit high. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Number 37 getting ready to go. The 1-0. And there's a ball. That one missed. Now 3-0. Number 28 to bat next. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Now, number 28. That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike 1. Left field. And that'll get down for a hit.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
1 down, runner at first. Now it's the second baseman, Polanco. Ball 1 there.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And it's 1-1. Inside, just missed. Hammered down the line. Should be extra bases. Around second, on his way to third. Here comes the runner. Throw cut off, now to the plate. And he's safe. Tie ball game.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Carrasco out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Ryan Merritt.
Now bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
One down. Sean Casey, the next Giant to hit. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. That one pulled foul. Ground ball right side down the line, and it's foul. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. In the air, right field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The right field,
Matt Ordonez, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 3. For a strike, and it's 0-1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Strike 2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And ball 1. Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Number 41 will take over here.
Number 41.
So in now for Cleveland, number 12.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. In there at the knees. 0-1. And a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Missed inside with the curve.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. Good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And it's even up. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, number 26. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. That one misses. Ball one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first. Now one gone in the ninth. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Number 49 up and throwing for Gabe Kapler. The pitch.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Runner on at third, one gone. Now a fly ball to right center. Number 28 trying to get to it. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. In to score is the runner from third, and a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Just off the outside part of the plate. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. And that one is lifted in the air. Number 28 as he glides to his left. Makes the grab on the run. Out number 2.
The batter, number 6.
Number 6 digs in for the Guardians. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. In there at the knees.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And now the lefty in the air, right side. Ordonez makes the play, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And the home team down a run. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, number 37.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And digging in for San Francisco, Carlos Guillen. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. Upstairs. Swings through that.
2 strikes.
And a ball evens the count.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
2-2 now. Lined, and that's a base hit.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Ivan Rodriguez. Move to first. Guillen gets back easily. Puts a bunt down. Good feed. That's one. Back to first. Not in time. And up next for the Giants, Craig Monroe. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. In there for strike one.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Now the 0-1. There's the strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Next pitch inside, and it's 2-2.
It's a good take.
Next pitch just misses. 3-2 now. Number 33 in the on-deck circle. Three-two. And ball 4 to a board.
Well, good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bikes keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boo?
Number 33, the next Giant to hit.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Fastball for a strike. Going 1. Big spot. Tying and winning runs aboard with 1 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So up next, number 15. Trying to deliver as the hero. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. And a foul ball. So now with one swing, this guy could end it. Just misses with that one.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
2 outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. Next offering misses. 2-2.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the 9th on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.